Aquarius, it's January 25th, and here is your reading for today. Eight of Pentacles. This card screams dedication to mastering your craft. You're putting in the hours, focusing hard, maybe even taking extra steps like learning new skills or refining old ones. Don't rush it. You knew this already. Mastery demands patience and detailed work. Stay disciplined. Avoid shortcuts because they'll only trip you up later. But watch out for burnout. Pushing too hard without breaks leads to exhaustion, no matter how passionate you are. Temperance, reversed. This reversal is flashing imbalance and lack of moderation in your routine. Maybe you're overextending yourself, working late, or skipping self-care to keep up with all your projects. Don't ignore your limits. You could be rushing decisions or swinging between extremes that drain your energy and mess with your focus. The key here is to find your center again. Practice patience, slow down, and create space to breathe. Otherwise, you risk strained relationships or burning out physically and emotionally. It's tempting to keep pushing, but you have to moderate or you'll pay the price soon. Nine of Wands, reversed. This reversal is shouting exhaustion and feeling overwhelmed. You might be close to giving up, or maybe you're suspicious of others' intentions because you're just so worn out. The warning is loud. Don't ignore your body or mind screaming for rest. Isolate less. Reach out for support instead of going it alone. Reassess your priorities. What really matters? It's okay to pause, recharge, and rebuild strength. Ignoring this exhaustion will only deepen the weariness and kill your motivation. You're not weak for needing a break, you're smart. Aquarius. This trio is a clear tension between dedication and overwhelm. You're grinding hard on your craft with the Eight of Pentacles, but Temperance reversed and Nine of Wands reversed are telling you to balance that drive with care for yourself. The path forward isn't just more hustle, it's smarter hustle. Slow down, reset boundaries, and don't let impatience or imbalance sabotage your progress. You're already skilled, but skills alone won't carry you. You need balance to sustain that skill long term. So yes, keep mastering your craft, but don't sacrifice your well-being for it. Take breaks, seek support, and trust the process. The wins come with steady, balanced effort, not burnout or chaos. Keep that in mind today. Seven of Wands. This card's about standing your ground when the pressure's on. I'm seeing you locked in a real battle, Aquarius, but it's not with others. It's the fight to hold your space, your values, your hard-earned progress. Remember how we talked about dedication with the Eight of Pentacles? Seven of Wands picks up right there, but throws in the challenge. You gotta defend what you worked so hard to build. Maybe someone's questioning your methods, or you're facing competition that's pushing hard. Whatever it is, you can't back down. Speak up in meetings, assert your boundaries. Don't let anyone steamroll your vision. This is about courage in the face of resistance. That said, don't exhaust yourself trying to fight every single battle. I'm seeing a risk of burnout if you keep this defensive stance nonstop. You've already got Temperance, reversed, warning you about imbalance. If you're working late nights defending your position without pause, you're heading for disharmony. You knew that already, so don't ignore it now. The Seven of Wands demands resilience, sure, but also smart energy management. Don't compromise core beliefs, but don't isolate yourself either. Ask for backup when you need it. The Nine of Wands reversed showed us what happens when exhaustion wins. Paranoia, wanting to give up. That's the pitfall here. So, when you feel the weight pressing down, step back, breathe, recharge. Reassess your priorities so you don't spiral into weariness. It's okay to acknowledge limits. It's strategic, not weakness. Hold tight to your values, but don't let your defenses close you off from support. You've got skill and focus from the Eight of Pentacles, but now you have to wield that with courage and clear boundaries. Don't rush the process or try to bulldoze through everything at once. Temperance, reversed, reminds you moderation is key, even in battle. I'm seeing a tension between pushing hard and knowing when to pause. The Seven of Wands asks you to stand firm, yes, but with a wise heart. So keep your eyes open, speak your truth, and hold your ground, but stay balanced. Don't let the pressure wear you down or push you into extremes. This fight is yours, but it's not a solo war. Reach out, stay grounded, and protect your energy as fiercely as you defend your ideas. That's the path forward for you, Aquarius. Bold, steady, and mindful. Justice, reversed. Okay, Aquarius. This card is flashing a big red flag about imbalance and unfairness in your current situation. I'm seeing a scenario where things aren't adding up, but instead of facing it head on, you or someone around you might be dodging accountability. Maybe you've caught yourself avoiding tough conversations or ignoring the fact that some dynamics just aren't right. Don't lie to yourself. This avoidance only deepens the problem. You knew this already, that there's bias or dishonesty swirling under the surface. Now it's on you to pull back the curtain and seek the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Hold on, it's not just external unfairness. This reverse justice is showing you might be bending your own principles or shifting blame when things go sideways. Yeah, that inner voice telling you to own your part, listen to it. Accountability here isn't about guilt. It's about clearing the fog so you can move forward with clarity and integrity. If you ignore this, you risk getting trapped in cycles where unfairness repeats. That's exhausting, and I don't want you worn down like that. This ties back to what we saw before with the Nine of Wands, reversed. Exhaustion is real when you keep fighting battles without resolving the core issues. Let me rephrase that, Justice. Reversed is pushing you to stop just defending your ground like the Seven of Wands and instead start addressing the root imbalance. It's not just about standing firm anymore, it's about recalibrating the scales. You might have been grinding hard, the Eight of Pentacles style, focusing on skill and mastery. But if the foundation is shaky, if fairness is missing, it doesn't matter how much effort you pour in. The reverse temperance warned us about extremes and disharmony. Eight of Pentacles says, don't just push through imbalance, fix it. What does fixing it look like? Look for where you or others are cutting corners on honesty or fairness. Did you avoid a conversation because it felt too heavy? Did someone gaslight you, or did you gaslight yourself to keep the peace? These are concrete actions to watch for. Instead of pushing late nights or overcommitting, pause. Call out unfair behavior or admit where you dropped the ball. That's how you break the cycle. If you don't, you'll just feel more drained, isolated like before with that reverse Nine of Wands. You're not meant to fight alone or keep your head down. Justice, reversed, demands you step into uncomfortable truths to restore balance. I'm seeing a real tension here between the courage you showed standing your ground and the need now to check if the playing field is level. You've been defending your values, but now it's time to ask, are those values being honored on all sides? If not, don't just accept it or get defensive. Act. Speak up, set boundaries with fairness in mind, and hold yourself accountable too. That's how you move from conflict to resolution. You owe yourself that. So Aquarius, the bottom line with justice reversed is stop avoiding the tough stuff. Face the imbalance. Own your part. Demand fairness, not just for show, but because your peace depends on it. The path forward is messy, but honesty cuts through the noise. You've got the resilience to handle this. Remember that from the Seven of Wands. But now it's about being wise enough to know when to fight and when to restore balance. Don't let unfairness drain you dry. Reclaim your power by calling out what's off and committing to real accountability. You're not just a warrior, you're a seeker of truth. Keep that front and center. The Emperor reversed. Hold on, this card is pointing straight at power struggles, control slipping through your fingers, or maybe wielding authority the wrong way. I'm seeing rigidity turning into chaos. You might be clinging too tightly to control, micromanaging situations or people around you, and that's backfiring. It's like you're trying to hold a sandcastle together as the tide comes in. Don't lie to yourself. This isn't strength, it's resistance to change. Maybe you're ignoring collaboration, refusing to delegate, or pushing others away with your iron grip. That's the pitfall here. You knew this already from the earlier cards about standing your ground and fighting for fairness, but now the energy shifts. It's not just about defending your values, it's about how you exert power while doing it. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. This Emperor reversed isn't just about external control. It's a mirror reflecting how you handle your inner authority too. Are you judging yourself too harshly? Holding yourself to impossible standards? The Emperor reversed warns of self-imposed tyranny. You might be stuck in a loop of demanding perfection, or afraid to show vulnerability, thinking you have to be the unshakable boss of your own life. That's exhausting and unsustainable. It's a call to loosen your grip, embrace flexibility, and let others step in. Micromanaging your own progress or your emotional landscape only breeds chaos and isolation. Building on the earlier chapters, you've been working hard to master your craft, defending your boundaries, and confronting unfair situations. Now, this card flips the script and challenges how you wield that power. You're at a turning point where clarity about control isn't just about external challenges, but about recalibrating your own approach. Are you acting as a benevolent leader or a tyrant over your circumstances? The difference matters. The Emperor reverse says stop resisting change and start fostering cooperation, both with others and yourself. Don't ignore the warning signs. Over-controlling behavior can alienate allies and stifle your growth. Instead, reassess how you manage power dynamics. If you've been micromanaging projects or people, try delegating. If you've been rigid in your routines or beliefs, experiment with flexibility. This is about building sustainable strength, not exhausting yourself in endless battles. You don't need to dominate to succeed. Temperance reversed and the Nine of Wands reversed from earlier chapters warned about imbalance and exhaustion. Now, the Emperor reversed ties it together by exposing the danger of trying to control everything without pause. Take a breath, rest when needed, collaborate. The Emperor reversed nudges you to recognize when control is actually chaos disguised as order. It's a wake-up call to stop clinging to power out of fear or habit and start embracing a more balanced, less rigid approach. That means listening more, letting go a little, and accepting that some things can't be forced. You're not losing strength by loosening your grip. You're gaining it through adaptability. The Emperor reversed is tough love here. You must consciously shift from domination to leadership based on respect and cooperation. It's the difference between being a tyrant in your own world or the wise ruler who knows when to hold on and when to release. So Aquarius, this chapter is your moment to clarify those power dynamics and personal boundaries with fresh eyes. You've been fighting for fairness and mastery. Now bring that energy inward and ask, where am I holding on too tightly? Where can I foster more trust, both in others and myself? The answer is the path forward. Don't rush it. This isn't about sudden change, but steady, intentional recalibration. The Emperor reverse stands right here with you, saying, let go of rigid control, embrace collaboration, and watch how your world reshapes itself. Nine of Pentacles. This card is shining a spotlight on your earned success and independence. I'm seeing you enjoying the fruits of your labor, like treating yourself to a well-deserved reward after all that dedication and boundary setting you've done. You've put in the work, held your ground, navigated unfairness, and loosened the grip of rigid control. Now it's time to savor the accomplishment without guilt or haste. Don't just rush past this moment. Pause and reflect on how far you've come. Celebrate the self-sufficiency you've built. Maybe you bought something nice or took a quiet moment alone to appreciate your growth. That's exactly what the Nine of Pentacles wants you to do. But hold on, don't get too comfortable or isolated here. The card warns against turning this success into complacency or overindulgence. You knew this already. Luxury is sweet, but it can dull the edge of progress if you forget to share or stay connected. So enjoy your independence, but keep an eye on balance. This ties back to the earlier chapters where burnout and imbalance were looming threats. Now you're in a place to practice gratitude, but also to stay grounded. Don't let the temptation to retreat into solitude pull you away from the support system that helped you get here. I'm also seeing a connection between the Nine of Pentacles and the power dynamics you've been untangling. You've moved beyond the chaos and control of the Emperor, reversed, and stepped into a space where you can lead by example. Quiet strength, not domination. Nine of Pentacles is your invitation to embody that mature, self-empowered energy. It's about owning your space without forcing it or needing to micromanage. You can foster collaboration while still standing firmly in your sovereignty. At the same time, the Nine of Pentacles reminds you to keep guarding those boundaries you fought for with the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, yes, but now with a calm confidence that doesn't drain you. No more exhausting battles for validation. Seven of Wands is about enjoying your victories without paranoia or fear of defeat creeping in like with the reverse Nine of Wands. You've earned this peace. Protect it. Watch out for slipping back into imbalances flagged by Temperance reversed. Overdoing it or rushing decisions will spoil the success. Instead, cultivate patience and moderation to maintain harmony. Don't let impatience push you back into chaos or exhaustion. The Nine of Pentacles is a checkpoint, a moment to recharge and reset before moving forward. It's like a breath of fresh air after navigating the storm of previous chapters. So Aquarius, January 25th is your moment to step into the role of someone who truly owns their accomplishments. Someone who can enjoy luxury without losing sight of humility and connection. You've crossed a turning point with clarity on power and boundaries. Now, live that clarity with gratitude and grace. It's not just about what you've achieved, it's how you hold it that sets the next chapter in motion. Keep it real, keep it balanced, and enjoy the success you built with your own hands. All right, Aquarius, here we are at the finish line, and I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles leading the charge once again. Remember when that reckless energy you're trying to justify was tamed by the Eight of Pentacles' call for dedication without burning out? Well, it's asking you now to revisit that hard work with fresh eyes. Not just grinding, but mastering your craft with presence. You knew this already. The work you've been avoiding, the details, the discipline, is exactly what sets you free. No shortcuts, no skipping steps. It's about showing up consistently and embracing the process even when it feels tedious. Now hold on, the Seven of Wands is here too, reminding you that standing your ground isn't just about fighting battles. It's about knowing when to defend your boundaries and when to conserve your energy. You've been resilient, yes, but the weariness from constant defense is real. It's okay to pick your battles wisely. Assert yourself, but don't exhaust yourself. Like when the pattern you spotted but didn't name showed that courage isn't reckless, it's strategic. So keep your core values close, but don't let the fight isolate you. Reach out. Your voice matters, but so does your peace. Justice reversed is flashing a red light. This reversal is screaming that ignoring unfairness or dodging accountability only traps you in a loop. You might have been tempted to avoid difficult truths or blame others. Don't. You're called to face imbalance head-on, even if it's uncomfortable. When clarity felt uncomfortable, you saw how honesty and accountability break cycles of injustice. So don't let dishonesty or bias rule your story now. Step up, own your part, and demand fairness. That's how you regain your power. The Emperor reversed shows up like a warning siren about control. This reversal signals chaos when power is abused or control is too rigid. Maybe you've been clinging too tightly to authority or micromanaging, thinking you need to keep everything in check. Actually, no, that's just alienating people and stifling your growth. From Chapter 4, remember flexibility and collaboration are your allies. Loosen the grip, delegate, invite others in. True strength isn't domination, it's benevolent leadership. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is shining bright, a reminder to celebrate your earned success and independence. You've worked hard, no doubt, but don't let complacency creep in. Remember, from Chapter 5, you deserve to enjoy your accomplishments and practice gratitude. Treat yourself kindly. Reflect on how far you've come, but don't isolate or hoard your wins. Share your joy. Connection deepens your fulfillment. Luxury isn't just material, it's the richness of self, sufficiency, and peace. Temperance, reversed, is nudging you about imbalance and impatience. This reversal is about extremes. Maybe you've been overextending or rushing decisions, ignoring your limits. Sound familiar? You're warned to find moderation, cultivate patience, and avoid burning out. Don't work late every night at the expense of self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup. Bring harmony back by pacing yourself and recognizing when enough is enough. Finally, the Nine of Wands reversed confirms you're feeling exhausted, maybe even ready to give up. This reversal is a sign to stop pushing through fatigue blindly. Rest and recharge. Seek support rather than isolating. You don't have to do it all alone. Reassess your priorities before burnout steals your motivation. Trust me, stepping back doesn't mean defeat, it means survival. So Aquarius, weaving all this together, I'm seeing a powerful message. Your journey isn't about relentless hustle or stubborn control. It's about balance between dedication and rest, defense and openness, accountability and flexibility, celebration and humility, the work you've been avoiding, the honest self-assessment, the commitment to steady growth, the courage to face unfairness, the willingness to let go of rigid control is exactly what sets you free. You face the challenges, now it's time to integrate the lessons and move forward with clarity and grace. Remember, freedom isn't a destination, it's the ongoing dance between effort and ease. Own your power, but don't hoard it. Celebrate success, but don't isolate in it. Stand firm, but don't exhaust yourself. The work is here for you, Aquarius, waiting to unlock the balance and joy you've earned. Step into it fully. You've got this. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.